What is up, y'all? KRC Pinto here. So today I wanted to talk about something that has been bothering me. So Strive, has a decent sized roster. What is it, like 15, 16 before Jacko? Jacko hasn't dropped yet at the time of this. So, very cool character within Guilty Gear. Legacy character. People have always liked Eno. She's always been super cool. But for some reason, I'm noticing more and more that people do not like Strive Eno. I don't know exactly why. I have a feeling it might be because that she is put pretty low on most tier lists that competitive players put out and content creators put out, which is fair. She has some struggles. It might be because she's kind of hard to use. Her dash makes her pretty unintuitive and difficult. She's airborne a lot of the time in a game with pretty strong anti-air options, so maybe that's it. I don't know, but I really like Eno personally. She was like the second character I played. No, I guess third. I started with Ram, moved to Zato, and I tried Eno. And so as I moved through this, I made my beginner tips videos. I made beginner tips for Zato, which as of today has like 15,000 views, right? Then I made beginner tips for Ram, which as of today has about 7,000 views. Those two videos have been up for about 2 months. And then the next one I made was beginner tips for Eno. That one's been up for a little over a month, and it has like less than 300 views. So I was looking at it today, and I was like, that's crazy. Like, why does no one want to watch beginner tips for Eno? I thought maybe like, she's kind of hard. Maybe people would want tips, but it kind of reads to me because the way I do the keyword structure and stuff on the back end for YouTube is all the same for all those videos. So that tells me that people aren't really searching up Eno stuff. So I'm kind of confused by this, right? So I just kind of internalized this morning. And then about midday, I was doing work. I work remote, so I'm doing my job, typing away like Zato. And I threw something on the TV. So I pull up YouTube. I like to throw top 8s on the TV while I'm working. And I threw on the Evo Strive top 8 for the Asia region from like last Evo, like 2 weeks ago or whatever. And the first match is this dude that's on screen right now over here, Daru Eno. And I watched him and I was like, oh, that guy's Eno is crazy. So I watched this top 8, and spoilers for this top 8 if you're going to watch it. My boy Daru Eno goes all the way to Grands on winner's side. So I'm watching this going, oh my God, like this guy's Eno is nuts. And he's playing so sick, super hype. And all I can think the whole time is like, why doesn't anyone care about this character? Like, why is she so underloved? So what we're going to do now is we're going to watch this set. We're going to move through it piece by piece. This is winners finals, I believe. Yeah, winners finals against Zizzy's Axel. And we're going to just pause it when Daru Eno does something sick. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about why it was cool, why Eno is cool, and then we'll just move through that as we go. So let's get started.
Doing work. You love to see it. Here we go, right into it. Winners finals right now. First to 3, XYZZY. Zizzy from Korea against Daru Eno, also from Korea. Tasty Steve was here. He would tell you guys to make some noise, but I don't know. Type some stuff in the chat. That's all you can do. We're online, baby.
But we're seeing already,
Okay, already. First of all, Axel top 5, but nobody wants to admit it. I'll admit it. I hate Axel. Anyway, so drove him straight to the corner off rip. We're seeing high-low stuff. Went for like a double stroke to big tree. Pretty sick. Something I really liked was something that he did was when he got pushed out by the Axel after he was done with his corner sequence. He like did the dash to get in the air, and like air dashed, landed, and then did strokes. Like really mixing up the way he comes in, because like a lot of Enos like to like just kind of dash in and then they're airborne. Obviously not great against Axel. You can dash and then mix it up by like doing her dive kick in any direction to just change it up, which is a good idea most of the time, but Daru doesn't go for that off rip. He's going for just like kind of simple but diverse movement options, using her dash as a bit of bait, which I think is cool. And actually something he does a lot in this set, so keep an eye open for it, is that he will dash, and then before he gets like within striking distance of them, he'll jump, and it takes all the momentum out of the dash and kind of changes up what he's going to do. So just something interesting to look out for, since Eno's movement is so particular to her. Oh, air grab was sick. Just throwing that out there.
even that's 15. That's game. That's over.
Yep.
Corner combos.
Right?
That's it.
Yeah, you don't. You're gonna have to block your way out of her pressure right here. You have a lot of tools, you know, horizontal approach and stuff, and the stroke. He's a lot of tools to keep her out. But again,
Okay, that is maybe my favorite thing that Daruino does. And he did it right here. I think he does it again in this set. He definitely did it in a set before, and he does it again later, is when he makes this hard read that, so like anytime he goes for the 6H right here, and he makes the hard read that they're going to burst, he does stroke the big tree and just slides right under it. That is phenomenal to me. Let's do that.
approach and stuff, and the stroke. He's a lot of tools to keep her out.
There. Okay. Do you see that? Slides right under
He
it.
has a lot of tools, you know, horizontal approach and stuff, and the stroke. He's a lot of tools to keep her out. But
Comes right in. That's so sick. I love that. That's smart. Gets a punish. Gets a combo for it.
you see that every time.
Get him with the mama meat.
That's like the
Okay, that's another thing he's doing every time is when he gets a knockdown, he's whiffing JS, the guitar swing, and then going for mix after that. So watch right here.
we see that every time.
Knocks down, whiffs, lands, grab. So like he's making his high-lows way more interesting by doing the whiff normal into land. So I don't know why he's whiffing that normal necessarily. I think maybe it might catch like a wake up like frame on reversal or something like that. But I'm not positive there. I haven't tested or anything. But I thought it was interesting because he does that on like every knockdown. And he does that a lot more often than he does the note on knockdown, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Fourth time he's done it just today, right? He's got such a good read on the burst. Strokes under every time, ready with the punish, and that's round super. Fast game.
So that, I think that game right there, that perfect, is really just Eno in a nutshell. There's a lot of weird movement. Like early on, he used the dive kick to get out of the way and then stroke the big tree to get back in. Like all in one swift motion. He uses stroke the big tree to low profile a burst. He punishes with a good combo. He capitalizes on the knockdown with some mix. He gets a couple grabs in there, and then he hit confirms into the super to close it out. I mean, it doesn't get much cleaner than that.
To look, right? That's how you want the axe around to look, right? Every time you jump, he's already anti-airing you. Every time you approach him the ground, the 2H is out there.
The Daru mix, like, man.
No.
Okay, so something there that he's done a lot this game. It hasn't really paid off as much because he lost that first round. But something Enos do a lot that I find in Tower is they dash for like a long time. And it's a lot easier to anti-air if you're holding that dash right. You can see them hovering for X amount of time. It's easier to react to. Something that Daru's doing is he just kind of like, I'm sure he has a dash macro on his controller. It looks like he's literally just tapping it. So he gets like a slight hover and then he lands, or he does a normal out of it, and it happens really, really fast. And it's making his approach a little less predictable because he'll kind of like, do that quick dash, land, and then he'll stroke the big tree or something like that. So like they're already like prepared for the air approach because the dash has started, but then he can land an STBT, or like, he can dash again and go for an overhead. And like, I feel like there's a lot of layers to that. So that's just something cool he's doing that I wanted to point it out.
That, right?
Yeah, nobody. Like,
There was the dash and then jump to kill the momentum. And see right there off that he did. It's so simple. He
nobody.
goes here, he dash jump, and so he baits out Axel's button there, and then when he sees it whiff on the jump, he's able to just dive kick straight in, RC, get a combo. Like, that's as clean as it gets. That's like, I think that's something that people don't appreciate about her dash, is that they think it's like committal and you get stuck in an anti-air position, but like Daro's using it as bait, as a confusion tactic, as setup. Like, I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. Like, that was such a quick way to like bait a button and do something so fast. I can't praise this guy enough. It was amazing.
Like, the best you can do is just keep him out. Like, bro, I gotta keep Daru away. But he's in there.
The grabs.
Right?
Another perfect. Second perfect in winners finals of EVO.
But this is crucial right now. You have to keep it 1-1. You do not want to go down 0-2 in that first to 3.
Exactly.
I think he wanted a gold burst, but he got a burst anyway. So he's still doing okay. Nice. Okay.
All right, so there, Axel's adjusting to the
Know
dashes.
when the gaps are, when you can challenge.
Did you see
5K?
Yeah, you have to.
there? So like he's dashing in to see what the Axel does, and then FDing in midair. Like that's kind of an interesting play, just to like start baiting stuff out and see if he can get a punish. Just smart stuff. And that's one of the perks of playing with a dash macro, which is presumably what he's doing. If you don't do that already, definitely do it for Strive. Mine's mapped to R2 because I play on pad like a peasant, but you can dash and then you can push back while you dash. So like that's obviously convenient. It's really good for actually if you play Mei too, you can do her charge moves while you're dashing, which is evil, but you can do it. So that's just good to know.
To know when the gaps are, when you can challenge.
Oh, nice. Oh
Nice.
my gosh, he blocked off.
The grabs.
Cut the punish, right? Yeah, he messed up the
Oh!
punish. Man grab, cut the feet.
And I mean, so a few more of those whiffed JSs, right? Don't give me any tips. A few more of those whiffed JSs. And then this time, he's got the meter and goes straight into the command grab super. And watch how much damage this shit does. Did you see the health bar? Look at it.
Command grab. Everyone was asking that question.
Yep.
That killed, yep.
That killed?
Yeah, I knew I was gonna kill. It does a ton
Oh
of
my
damage.
God.
And then it does it. And if you guys are, you know, a casual viewer, the character Dar is playing, you know, a lot of players rank her quite low on the tier list, right? A lot of players say she's not that.
There's even Jayuna commentating saying that Ino is considered low tier. Just an interesting thing. Grand finals in Asia Evo. Asia, one of the harder regions in the world. You know, obviously Japan is phenomenal at fighting games. South Korea is great at fighting games. I think both of these guys are from Korea, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's flags up top. So, just pretty crazy. Axel's still Axel.
Scumbag ass, able to, for fighting for his
Ooh,
life, trying to keep
JP's?
Dar away.
There's a note.
There you go.
We haven't seen the note much.
Oh, nice block. Nice block and able to get out of there.
Yeah, he's been going for double overhead a lot, or at that time he didn't, went for single overhead, but he was ready. Not falling for any tricks. 5K again, good interrupt right now, but he hasn't really been able to get a big combo off of this yet.
Hmm.
You see him going low a lot, though, to beat the stroke, right? You see Daru going to the option a lot, but the low stuffing.
Oh no! Oh, the bomber came out. All he was a throw, so it's not a lot of damage, but again, setting up the mix-up situation right here. He got his burst back.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's still up. He just needs to win this round, though. He can get the game.
Ooh. What happened there? I think, let's go from here.
yeah,
He's still up. He just needs to win this round, though. Situation right here. He got his burst back. He had to send it. Yeah. He's still up. He just needs to win this round, though. He can get.
Okay, that's an interesting play. So the clash on the stand S into SDBT, and he low profiled Axel's follow up. That's kind of sick.
Get the game. Good luck. Dar got 50 for the command grab.
Oh,
Needed.
dude, these hit confirms in the corner when he knows he's in kill range. Just like hit confirming into, I think that super is Massimo. I think. Just so consistent. So nice to have an air super too, I bet, with her. So that's just a really, really clean thing he does consistently in his matches.
You don't need it.
Oh, that's so cheap. It's so cheap.
And yeah, something I think Jayuna says right here is that even if like he didn't hit confirm that and it was blocked, you're still plus after that super, is what Jayuna says. I've never tested that. I don't know that for sure, but it is an interesting fact. You can do that super and be plus on block. Parentheses. I don't actually know that.
Plus, even if Dizzy blocked that, his plus is still her turn.
Oh, this is,
You know, it's a meter monster. But yeah, again,
yeah. You do not want her to get that. I feel like once she gets that positive bonus.
Yeah. All right, there's always next round. But again, this is
There's the
back-
grab.
for Dar. If he wins this, he's going to grand finals. Winner's side. Don't grab him. Don't grab him. You had to burst. He messed up the gold burst, but still, get out of that corner. RC, this could be it. And you get the wall break here. No, drop the ender.
One chance.
Again, you're in a bad spot. You're in a bad spot, Dizzy. There.
Okay, that dive just to get low.
Out of that corner.
Watch
RC,
this.
This could be it. And you get the wall break here. No, drop the ender.
One chance.
Again, you're in a bad spot. You're in a bad spot, Dizzy.
That, like, so I don't know if you're seeing that dive kick. He's dive kicking straight into the ground because he's out of range and then immediately going into lows. Like, that's That's crazy. That's so scary to have to block that sort of thing.
There it is.
It wins with STBT.
I think it might have been Chip, right? I think he might have just got chipped out by that.
So at the 3-0 winners finals. So I don't know. I think people are probably, I think that, you know, in terms of like relative character strength, she's definitely not like a Mei or a Soul. She's not going to explode you for like minimal effort. But I don't know, seeing like him play, and I definitely encourage you to watch this full top 8 if you haven't. He has quite a few games in there where he plays incredible. And I don't know. I think Ino is just really flying under the radar right now. I think she's a really cool character with a lot of potential. People just got to put in the work. So hopefully we can spread the good word a little bit, get people playing some Ino, and yeah, that's all I really got. So I don't know what change in this patch would make y'all play Ino. That's what I want to know.